Missed the ladder. So, how we get here if I'm going to like live drive with you. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I don't show anyone's name. So top right, learner home. Uh-oh, I have not maintained my streak. Oh no, I need to make sure I maintain that streak. You're coming to your like 1B class over here, which I'm not in your class because I don't want to mess up your LearnStorm. Guys, if I put myself in your class and I don't do my homework, I pull you guys down. Any of you who are not keeping up with your homework, you're pulling the class down. So I'm not in your class. I made like a little dummy class so I can go and show you guys this like separately. But I'm really quickly, while you are navigating your way to home, I'm going to go assign myself the mastery goal that you guys have. What mastery goal are you staring at? When you click on 1B Math 7, what's your mastery goal? Yeah, that's the unit we just did, right? So we should be pretty close to done with that one. All right, let me see if this worked. This is why I do 2 monitors. Hey, look, I'm at 81%. Woo! Y'all should probably be higher than that, though. Look, like, slow down. You all navigate the internet way too fast. Look up here at the coding of like the feedback it's giving us. Which is better, proficient or mastered? Mastered. What's proficient mean? Who wants to help me out with like that, Lydia? What does it like mean in the world? Like, what does it mean to be proficient at something? Will? Yeah, you're pretty good at it, right? You might make mistakes here and there, but you're pretty good at it. Like, I think I'm proficient at disc golf. We're going to be playing disc golf up at Glacier Ridge. I don't think I'm master at disc golf. And honestly, I sometimes question, should we be using this? But they're doing it for very small goals. So as I scroll down this page, I should be seeing purple crowns or filled in purple boxes. What does anything orange mean? Familiar or attempted? Familiar with something. Okay, I know that in disc golf, I throw the frisbee type thing. People get mad when you say frisbee. Well, some people get mad when you call it a frisbee. Because frisbee is like calling every tissue a Kleenex. Not every tissue is a Kleenex. Frisbee's a company. Actually, it's the frisbee disc made by Whammo Toys, but that's totally aside. So, you don't want to just be familiar or attempted. You want to be proficient or mastered and like need to be. And this is where like 75, even if you're like, I'm letting a 75 slide, you'd rather get that bumped up to proficient or mastered. So if you come down through this page and you have any boxes that are not purple, those need your attention, right? You want to try to get that mastery goal as high as, but really we should be aiming to get that to 100%. Some of us need to finish the quizzes. Some of us need to finish the unit test. Some of us still have missing practice work. Does it make sense to do the unit test before you've done the practice? No! Guys, I shouldn't even take quiz 1 right now. If I scroll down to quiz 1, now I did this like 25 days ago when I was planning, but I should not have done that before doing this practice. Yeah.
One of my boxes says familiar, but it also says 100%, so I'm a little confused on like if it means that I got everything right, or if I like didn't get everything right.
Go back. But you scored 100% on the actual.
Yeah, that could happen. Yeah, like you got a lower down, but then on the
This.
because sometimes if you get a question wrong on a test, it'll like lower down.
Yeah, if it's a unit test, then
Yeah, so I bet this individual assignment you didn't have a great score on, but then on the unit test you showed that you made it down. So like it knows that, like, or maybe actually what happened is flip that statement around. You got 100% on this assignment, but then based off the quizzes or tests, it kind of pulled your mastery level back down. Like that's where you made your mistakes. It's suggesting that you go back and practice this again, just to build that confidence. Does that make sense? Hey, so poke around in there a second. See what questions you stumble upon. Mastery goals. So we should be working in order. So guys, like, yes, you can just work from your assignment list, you can work from due dates, but we need to be working through these units in order. So if you're curious, like, what should I do first? Like, what should I prioritize? Whatever's higher up in the unit. Now, here's the problem, though. If you go into, let's say, like, a next unit, like, everybody, go ahead and come with me. And if you want to open a new tab to do this, open a new tab if you want. What's the next unit that we're heading to after, well, actually, we already did stats and probability just because I wanted to do that. I like stats and probability. I thought it was fun to start the year that way. Go click on Unit 8. Because I want to make sure, like, I've said this very clearly. If you do work I have not assigned, you're going to need to do it again after I assign it, which is fine. That's good practice. But, like, I assigned a few of these, like, practices, but not everything, and I have not assigned this unit test yet, and I can't. Like, I can go in and assign it if you guys really want to do this. Bless you. We're probably going to spend maybe a week on this unit, like, probably maybe not even, because this is very much things that you've essentially already learned. If it's getting bigger, if it's getting smaller, like, is this a scale copy? If it gets skewed, like, you guys know when you go on your computer, if you try to stretch something and it breaks and it doesn't stretch like evenly, it accidentally stretches like way too tall or way too wide. That's not a scale copy, right? So, but be careful, if you do this unit test like right now, you will need to do it again after I assign it, or it won't show up on my grade sheet. And sorry, but I'm not going to go searching for, like, what did you do on your own time? Because also, some of you are only prioritizing math. You need to realize you have 5 other classes. Really 6 if you count your creative start. Maybe 7 if you're in both creative starts. So math is not the only thing we're doing. But right now, I need to work my way around and chat with a few people just about, like, where they're at and what needs done. So, check map. Like, open another tab to check map. I uploaded last week's practices and the quizzes. I have not added the unit test to map yet. If any of those things are below 80%, go back in and try to bump that score up. I know we said 75 slides, but I think I'm going to change that policy for mastery assessments. I will say a 79, I think it was in this class. Somebody had a 79. Sure, that's fine. You'd still like it a bit better if you could. Like, do you want to say, like, yeah, I missed 1 out of every 5? Like, okay, that's not terrible, but it could be better, right? 80% is missing 1 out of every 5. All right, so take a moment. I'm probably going to work my way around. Will, did you check your email and see what I sent you? Is there anyone in here who thinks you did not do the lunch survey for Wednesday? By the way, if you have your own disc golf discs that you'd like to bring, you are welcome to. We are not responsible for them, though. If you throw it in the high grass and you can't find it, it's just like any day out golfing, right? Sometimes you lose stuff. Is anyone all caught up that you want me to assign the next scale stuff? Yeah, you want me to go ahead and put the next stuff up? Those due dates are not accurate, by the way. So please do not think that those due dates are, like, actually true. I just threw some date in the future. By the way, what was the due dates on the stuff I posted? 30th? All right, because I'm going to make these after that. So right now I'm just going to put it as October 1st. That's not accurate. I'm also going to work my way around. I was just trying to get everything going. Alright, so we're trying to do an inequality, right? So we're going to use one of those, like greater than, less than, one of those symbols. So what are we trying to be, like greater or less than? So let's figure out how to work with, because there's a lot of numbers here, right? So when there were 4 innings left, the team was losing by a score of 17 to 6. So like one score's got 7, or one team's got 17, one team's got 6. So in the last 4 innings, her team scored the same number of runs per inning, and the other team didn't score anything. So if we currently so like our team versus their team, right? Like us versus them. How many points do we have right now? We are losing. 6. How many points did they have? Do we gain points or lose points? Like, from the story they told us, do we gain or lose points? When you score, is that gaining points or losing points? We gain, right? So if you are scoring points, that's a good thing. Your score would be going up, right? So we'd be gaining points. For how many innings do we gain points? And then P for our points per inning, right? So now, so this is our score, their score. If we win, right? Because we won. Would our score be bigger or would their score be bigger? Our score needs to be bigger. Because we don't want to equal them, right? If we equal, we tie. So we had 6 points. For 4 innings, we gain P points each inning. We want to be bigger than them. Does that make sense? So this is the inequality we're going to set up, and then we're going to solve it. Does this make sense, or do you need more help? Like, I'm happy to keep going. Think you're good? Okay. I have like, if you want to write this down before you walk away, or if you want to type it down before you walk away, like up to you. But yeah, so it's what did we start with? How did it change? How does it compare? You're welcome. Dude, you don't need to take forever responding to me. We just need to talk at some point so I know what's up. Send what you typed up, just so it's not like a waste of time. But then let's work on some practice work.
this looks really big now because people who are caught up wanted the next unit posted. But my concern is that it's losing some of the thinking out of your solving process, which that's how we learn things. Like we have to do the thinking. So if we're just able to kind of like copy paste some framework into it, even if it shows the step by step, if it's taking us to the answer, it's taking away some of the thought process, right? And like that's really where the learning comes in. Actually, this one he fucked up. Open that news app just for a moment, just so you don't forget about it. We are right place. Limit set on the class. Yeah, I have a limit set on the class because you don't need one because that's when maybe we should close the output calculator. Probably this one, right? And that one's at 71, so we can go with that. So hold on, if you go to solve this, before we go use any other resource, what would we do first to both sides? We do not. And that's my concern, is that you are not learning it well enough because you're letting the website do your thinking. You want to look at this again a bit carefully and try to tell me what we would do first? I do. It's because you're letting something else think for you. No, go paste it in there. But you're not confident with that yet because you're letting the website do your thinking. Stop using this. Okay? Like you're not learning as well as you could, and you're gonna end up like tripping over yourself because like this feels like a good resource. But even like if you read all of this, you're not challenging your brain to answer what do I do? You're just saying, what do I do? And then you're just like getting the answer. You've got to challenge your brain so it goes into like your long-term memory. Like, so this is dancing that line, is this cheating? This could definitely be looked at as cheating. I don't even really care about that answer. Of like, is it cheating? What I care about is, are you learning as well as you could? You're not. Like, it's taking your thinking away. I cannot fit through there.
No, you're good. Carolyn's back. It's just too big.
So, remember when we talked about, like, if I say good morning, Kira, do I need to say one Kira? No, we just know that I'm talking about just one of you, right? Otherwise, I would like make it plural or say like three. So, how many X's are there? One, but in this case, it's actually negative one, right? So, this is like negative one times X. So, how do we get rid of a multiplication happening to our array? Divide. But what are we going to divide by here? What number is multiplied by X? That's not even on the same side as X. This would be a whole lot easier if you had paper pencil as write things down, because then it will go into your memory. just justified that if we got out paper, it would be better. Do we have paper in here? Do we need to get up? I don't have paper in here. Do we have paper in here? Go get paper. Get a pencil layer up if you need it. Great. I don't want to deal with 12-year-olds' attitudes, but hey, we're both here. Graph paper's all the way at the top of those shelves, by the way, or maybe you just don't like graph paper. It's okay. I don't care what paper you're using. I mean, it will eventually. When we're making graphs and stuff. So write down -1x. If you're going to be this picky about things, I'm going to make you be ready when we start class with all the things that you like. Prepared and ready to go. -1x, whatever inequality symbol's there. -29. If you're going to write your one like that, I would beg you to put the bottom on it because that looks like 7. Thank you. Moving on. So what's attached to x? What's attached to x? What is attached to x?
You told me to write 1x.
What's attached to x? What's attached to x? Hey! How is it attached?
It's right there.
How is it? Well, you're right. It is just right there. There's no addition. There's no subtraction. There's no division. How is it attached? Correct. So we need to undo. Here's where we get to the meat, the good part. Well, unless you're a vegetarian. But so, how do we undo multiplication? What number do we want to get rid of? What number? -1. So we're going to draw divide by -1 and divide by -1 because we have to do things on both sides. Now, when we divide by a negative, yes, but that's not the part you're probably going to get wrong. When we divide by a negative, there is a giant trap door. That looks like a 7. The inequality symbol turns around because the multiplication or division by a negative like messes with everything. So that's got to turn around. So now we would have x. Now we would have x is greater than. You're right. This turns positive. But the big trap door is remembering to flip this. Well, why'd you ask me for help? Then why'd you ask me? Because you just missed me. I was gone for 2 days. It's okay.
I mean, I wish that Mr. Manning could also be the teacher here. Like, there would be 2 teachers.
If he wasn't leaving for France, I'm pretty sure we would figure out a way to get him here like every day. Alright, so this again is one of those situations that like, what do we start with, what are we doing, and where do we end up? So, is this going to be an equation or an inequality? Or just an expression? So yeah, especially if you read those little fluids right there. So what do we start with? And what's half? So him and some other artists, right? And so there are 12 collectors total, right?
I'm confused as well.
Sometimes it just takes reading it a couple times.
Hey, what do you need to prepare for Wednesday?
Glacier. Food.
Yes, disc golf. We need to prepare for disc golf. Like, I agree. I'm excited. No, because I wasn't here. Mr. Manning doesn't know, like, to do all that stuff, and I'm not going to, like, leave lots of things for my guest teachers to do. Guys, we'll talk more about camp tomorrow, because I had kind of volunteered to be, like, sort of in charge of camp. What I do want to pull up is LearnStorm, so we can check that today. We didn't forget. I planned that you wouldn't because I wasn't here.
Yeah, I don't know how to do basic things, and you haven't taught us how to do
Yeah, you don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah, those can just sit there. As long as you're good on this unit, you're good. That's why I made the due dates like so far away. And I wish I could just post it with there being no due date, but that doesn't make sense. And how would it put it in order? So don't worry about those. Hey, just to say it out loud again, and actually to get your attention, I could do this. How do I do?
Oh, when I was at home, this is what happened. I was kind of watching YouTube videos.
Not while you were at home, because teachers can't control your computer outside the building. At least it shouldn't work that way. Hey, those scale drawing assignments. I really don't know why we're packed up 4 minutes ahead of time. I hope you're mastered and don't have anything you could do with this 4 minutes. Those scale drawing assignments are not actually your homework right now. Have we written them down in your plan book? No. Have I taught that stuff to you? No. It was just for anyone who was caught up and had nothing to do, which I put in quotes because I don't think that's actually true because other teachers have assignments going on right now. But I put those there just so you had something available to work on. How do I release? I'm still getting used to these buttons on the new thing. All right, so now that we've made that reminder, so hopefully we all stop freaking out about that whole list of assignments. I'm trying to get it so I don't show your name because I'm recording. So I can do this. Sweet. All right. No, it would have been the whole class, guys. I got it. Please, hey. So some of us need to get better at trusting that the teachers know what we're doing. If we need your help, we'll ask for your help. I very much will ask you guys for your help because you know more about certain things. But you have to realize we know more about certain things. And you got to respect that and just let us have time to get whatever figured out that we need to. So, as of the last time we checked, which was last Tuesday? Yeah, because then I gave out candy Wednesday and then I went to South Carolina. They were ring 30. You were ring 32. Now, I'm not going to check their class. Because we checked in the morning last time, didn't we? Yeah, I really feel like I should check in the afternoon with them because that or I'm only checking your progress and then their progress during their class and then we figure out who won tomorrow. Do you guys want to do that? Because otherwise I'm waiting to check until their class because I try to keep things fair and alternate. So if we want to check our progress, I'm okay with that. I know, but we got to turn on some epic music. But I have a specific song I want to play for a specific reason. And then maybe if anyone is marching band kids and want to stick around, I will show you why it is on my mind. No, this is definitely not the Beatles. All right, here we go. Ring 33. All right, 34. Actually, Miss Hassany doesn't teach right now, right? Like she's off this block. $35. You guys are marching. I think a lot of us went ahead and did the scale copy stuff, which is why we're climbing so high, because you very quickly knocked out a ton of assignments. We are going to run out of time before we actually... All right, do you want me to refresh, or do we just want to stop at the end of this ring? All right, make your bet in your head. Where are we going to end up?
38-42.
Here we go.
38-42.
47! All right, it is time to go to lunch, but if you are curious why I was gone for 4 days, I will show you. This is my niece, who I'm insanely proud of. Everyone in the band, that's how they have their music. And it changes automatically for them. So like when they're in the stands, like changing what song they're going to play, this app automatically changes. But here's the cool part and why I was just playing Sandstorm. That's pregame. Maybe this one.
That's what I just like playing as in really epic because it has like the stuff. There's a few like really cool
Yeah, but just watch what they do with the stadium. Everyone's got rally towels. It's pretty crazy. So the band is right over here. So some games they totally black out the stadium at the beginning of that, but then I think it like becomes a safety risk because like it gets really dark. So then during the halftime show, they were doing a thing where like an app connected to people's cell phones. So this app was controlling people's flashlights. Then we snuck down front because a lot of people left at halftime.
It's like a thing in the app where like apps can be like, oh yeah, search your history, and people just like say, okay, fine, because they're not paying attention, but it's probably in the terms of service.
Yeah. And then the band. This is sweet if you guys care, if you're band people. I'll skip just the trumpet solo. Their band's about 2